waste of the ult. Kami trying to get away. He has no turret. He has no flash. He gets E flashed, stunned, and there he goes down. Clean. Execute. Yes,
That's
we
one.
are.
We're gonna get two.
Oh! But the ult coming up from Zerath, he finds two, and that's the first blood coming from Kami. Very even right now. Health's about the same, but there's a big engage from Steph. He's gonna get stunned, and Volibear ulted, cancels the Misfortune now, and Misfortune gets taken down, and Wukong with the first blood. He finds the kill. Now can he find Set as well? He finds the E, gets the ult in the middle of the fight. Can he stop? He Oh my lord!
That was a beautiful W.
Fight straight away, the Ornn ult, the Set W, Set taking down Ornn, and Fiora gonna get forced to get Set ulted, and that's gonna be it. What
There
just
we go.
happened?
Back right in time for this.
Right in the action.
Yeah,
Let's go back to the game. They're going to be looking for the cool-in again just to try and get some extra damage before they get sent back to the base. Seems like they're not going to get enough of the damage, but well played from the Fiora.
I think
Ult's coming out. The Set ult misses the Ornn ult. That could have been crucial. And then this Fiora goes straight down. She has no CC to peel for her. And he's trying to find the Set. Is Malachi going to be able to find the Set? Set just running away. He's not. The blind. Trying to find the Neferi, but gets altered by the Set. The relationship buff coming in strong. Now Malachi left in the 1v2 situation. He finds the ult. Can he find the Neferi? He misses the second ult and he goes down. That's going to be game. Trying to find the Set as well. Finds one, finds two! What the hell?
that was very
And there you go.
nice.
But the Briar finds him on one
There we
speeding.
go.
Galio comes out, he gets caught by it. And it's going to go down, backs up it goes. He doesn't go down, he gets... They can't physically lock him down. He's getting up so much DPS with his toxic. They can't lock him down. Is he going to go down, or are they going to be able to CC and peel for him?
Wow.
They're going to peel for him. Malachi getting out of that
my
one with a
God.
double kill.
That spacing
He's going to be in this fight for a long time. He's going to try and find the Galio. Walking to, he steals the healing and he takes him down.
Yes. That was really, really well played.
He goes straight for the dive. They really don't care. Malachi's gone way too far. He finds the Galio and he tries to find the poke onto the Brace.
They want to fight.
Oh, there's one hit on the inhibitor. Wait, the Winions! The Winions! George seems like he's going to go down, but the Minions are ending the game, guys!
Inhibitor.
They're ending the game! The game is over!
Yes!
It's 2-0!
GG's, guys. Yep, GG's.
Gets the exhaust, pops the barrier, finds the heal. He finds the snowball, but he finds the first blood now. Entity needs the heal in the bush. He goes down to the Twitch poison now, so 1v1. There's no flash, there's the ult coming in from the Seraphine. It's huge, and the ult from Pike, and now it's straight onto the Talia. Can they do anything? And he ults the Talia as well. Double kill coming from Entity.
No.
Finds the Q. Ella flashes in. They're not going to be able to find it. He finds the ult, and then Will, living on 1 HP, gets caught by the Talia. That's really good though. Misses the Q. Will's on his own. Seraphine's not in. She needs to ult. She needs to ult this fight. She ults the fight. Is she going to be able to find one? She's not going to be able to find one. She finds one. She finds one, and she goes down. Tanking the turret and dying.
Yeah, I think he thought he could get away there.
And the Talia ult coming in straight onto the Seraphine, knocks the Seraphine up. Well played by Galaxy there.
That was very nice.
Whoa. Pike getting super aggressive onto the Twitch, finds him out, he gets him under the turret, stuns him, he forces the barrier, finds one. Now, is he going to get greedy? Is he going to try and fight Charlie? I think he is. Yep, I told you, I know this guy. And he has his ult up, and he uses it.
That was really nicely played, actually. That was really, really nice.
Seems like we have... Oh, the engage from Steph. He finds the snowball, finds the E, finds the
There we
ult.
go.
And that's Zerath out the game.
That's
Especially
very true.
With just Wukong. And, he finds
Very nice.
Finds him with the flash and going to be getting in desperate here, trying to find something. Nick gets the heal and Kami finding one. But Evelyn, they haven't spotted her. The exhaust, the engage. This might be it.
It's over.
Finds the Jinx instantly, not with no doubt.
Oh,
but Wukong coming, engaging, but then back on top, not going to be able to find much. Nick going down and going to be enough. They're going to find the turret, finds the root. Is this going to be the kill on Kami? It seems like it's over, and it is. Here we go. We're going to get the stun going, and the E, and there it is.
Excellent.
There's the combo.
There's the all-in we were talking about.
Chance. They're just going to target Link with the waste of the ult. Kami trying to get away. He has no turret. He has no flash. He gets E flashed, stunned, and there he goes down. Clean. Execute. Yes,
That's
we
one.
are.
We're gonna get two.
But the ult coming up from Zerath, he finds two, and that's the first blood coming from Kami. Very even right now. Health's about the same, but there's a big engage from Steph. He's gonna get stunned, and Volibear ulted, cancels the Misfortune now. And Misfortune gets taken down, and Wukong with the first blood. He finds the kill. Now can he find Set as well? He finds the E, gets the ult in the middle of the fight. Can he still Oh my lord!
That was a beautiful W.
Fight straight away. The Ornn ult, the Set W. Set taking down Ornn, and Fiora gonna get forced to get Set ulted, and that's gonna be it. What
There
just
we go.
happened?
Back right in time for this.
Right in the action.
Yeah,
Let's go back to the game. They're going to be looking for the cool-in again just to try and get some extra damage before they get sent back to the base. Seems like they're not going to get enough of the damage, but well played from the Fiora.
I think it,
Ult's coming out. The Set ult misses the Ornn ult. That could have been crucial. And then this Fiora goes straight down. She has no CC to peel for her. And he's trying to find the Set. Is Malachi going to be able to find the Set? Set just running away. He's not. The blind. Trying to find the Neferi, but gets ulted by the Set. The relationship buff coming in strong. Now Malachi left in the 1v2 situation. He finds the ult. Can he find the Neferi? He misses the second ult and he goes down. That's going to be game. Trying to find the Set as well. Finds one, finds two! What the hell?
that was very
And there you go.
nice.
This is but the Briar finds him on one
There
speed.
we go.
Galio comes out, he gets caught by it. And this is going to go down. Backs up, it goes. He doesn't go down. He gets. They can't physically lock him down. He's getting up so much DPS with his toxic. They can't lock him down. Is he going to go down, or are they going to be able to CC and peel for him?
Wow.
They're going to peel for him. Malachi getting out of that
my
one with a
God.
double kill.
That spacing
He's going to be in this fight for a long time. He's going to try and find the Galio. Walking to, he steals the healing and he takes him down.
That was really, really well played.
He goes straight for the dive. They really don't care. Malachi's gone way too far. He finds the Galio and he tries to find the poke onto the Briar.
They want to fight.
There's one hit on the inhibitor. Wait, the Winions! The Winions! George seems like he's going to go down, but the Minions are ending the game, guys!
Inhibitor.
They're ending the game. The game is over! It's 2-0!
GG's, guys. Yep, GG's.
Gets the exhaust, pops the barrier, finds the heal. He finds the snowball, but he finds the first blood now. Entity needs the heal in the bush. He goes down to the Twitch poison now. It's a 1v1. There's no flash. There's the ult coming in from the Seraphine. It's huge, and the ult from Pike, and now it's straight onto the Talia. Can they do anything? And he ults the Talia as well. Double kill coming from Entity.
No.
Finds the cube. Ella flashes in. They're not going to be able to find it. He finds the ult, and then Will, living on 1 HP, gets caught by the Talia. That's really good, though. Misses the Q. Will's on his own. Seraphine's not in. She needs to ult. She needs to ult this fight. She ults the fight. Is she going to be able to find one? She's not going to be able to find one. She finds one. She finds one, and she goes down. Tanking the turret and dying.
Yeah, I think he thought he could get away there.
And the Talia ult coming in straight onto the Seraphine. Knocks the Seraphine up. Well played by Galaxy there.
That was very nice.
Whoa. Pike getting super aggressive onto the Twitch, finds him out, gets him under the turret, stuns him, he forces the barrier, finds one. Now, is he going to get greedy? Is he going to try and fight Charlie? I think he is. Yep, I told you, I know this guy, and he has his ult up, and he uses it!
That was really nicely played, actually. That was really, really nice.
Seems like we have... Oh, the engage from Steph, he finds the snowball, finds the E, finds the
There we
ult,
go.
and that's Xerath out the game.
That's
Especially
very true.
with just Wukong. And, he finds
Very nice.
finds him with the flash and gonna be getting in desperate here, trying to find something. Nick gets the heal and Cammy finding one. But Evelyn, they haven't spotted her. The exhaust, the engage. This might be it.
It's over.
Finds the Jinx instantly, not with no doubt.
Ooh.
The Wukong coming, engaging, but then the ult back on top, not going to be able to find much. Nick going down and going to be enough. They're going to find the turret, finds the root. Is this going to be the kill on Cammy? It seems like it's over, and it is. Here we go. We're going to get the stun going, and the E, and there it is.
Excellent.
There's the combo.
There's the all-in we were talking about.
Chance. They're just going to target Link with the waste of the ult. Cammy trying to get away. He has no turret. He has no flash. He gets E flashed, stunned, and there he goes down. Clean. Execute. Yes,
That's
we
one.
are.
We're gonna get two.
Oh! But the ult coming up from Xerath, he finds two, and that's the first blood coming from Cammy. Very even right now. Health's about the same, but there's a big engage from Steph. He's gonna get stunned, and Volibear ulted, cancels the Misfortune now, and Misfortune gets taken down, and Wukong with the first blood. He finds the kill. Now can he find Set as well? He finds the E, gets the ult in the middle of the fight. Can he still Oh my lord!
That was a beautiful W.
Fight straight away. The Orn ult, the set W, set taking down Orn, and Fiora gonna get forced to get set.
And welcome back to Crown Odyssey Week 6. We've done this for a while now at this point.
We've done it for a while.
I hope everyone had a really good Easter break. As people who come here will know, you have not seen us for the past 3 weeks, and we've not seen you, so...
It's been a nice little break.
It actually has been. I have not opened a league in 3 weeks, apart from yesterday was the first time when we played against the Year 1s.
Which was very fun.
Not to brag, but the players that are going to play today, we beat them yesterday. So
Well, we did. It wasn't yesterday,
actually.
it was Monday.
Today's Wednesday.
Today is Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday. No way.
We did it on Monday.
Yeah, well, welcome back to Crown Odyssey. I guess if we take a look at the bracket, then we can see the players that we did beat.
Let's have a little look at the quick bracket.
And there it is.
Here we go. So we have Steph and Cloudy versus George and Alex today.
We do, which I'm looking forward to. I know that they really wanted to play before Easter because they were originally meant to, but we had some issues. But I know that they're excited about it. I think because Steph and George have been maybe a little trash talking back and forth, maybe a little bit.
No, yeah, like 100%. They're both on the league team for Chichester.
Yes, they are. And they are both very good friends.
They are, exactly. So some friendly beef.
Some friendly beef.
Faithful banter.
And I guess Steph has been our unofficial MVP. I think
100%.
maybe our last best of 3 he didn't show.
This is the battle of the relationship buff.
Oh my god, it is, isn't it? It's
This is the relationship buff battle.
Yeah, Steph and Cloudy versus George and Alex.
I have to say, me and George did play some ARAMs today.
Yeah.
We did. We played about 3 while he was in lecture.
Okay. While he was in lecture.
Yeah, he was in and it was all fair enough. He's done. I think he's finished his assignment, so
Yeah.
he doesn't need to be there. But no, played some ARAMs. He played really well. Can't
Okay.
lie. It was really fun playing with him. So he's had warm up. So no, I'm expecting George to play well, but can't count Steph and Cloudy out for sure. They've both been playing phenomenal in this tournament so far.
Okay, hell yeah. Let's look at the
Right, in a Piff's predictions. This is what you've all been waiting for. So for game 1, we have George and Alex. I think that George is going to go Lux.
Yep.
I think that was a pretty good prediction.
So
And Alex, I think we've seen them on range champions before. Like we saw him on Hui. I know Hui has a lot of abilities. So put 2 and 2 together, I thought Aphelios. I mean, I'm just spitballing. So that's
You think?
there was not many other options.
I honestly, I don't remember what their options were for game 1. I do know that Alex is a top lane main.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I've just seen them play Hui. So.
No, so if there's any top laners in their pick, I think you'll probably go for those. But I granted do not remember, so we can have that surprise.
I think it was Alex or Cloudy, which was the Hui main. I'm not
Cloudy's the Hui main. He loves Hui.
Okay. So that might have been my mistake there then.
That's all right.
So then Steph, I thought he's a jungler.
Mm-hmm.
So, I thought that he'd go for the jungler pick that they had out of the 6.
I do like a Diana. I will not lie to you.
Yeah, no, 100%. I thought we've seen him play like Gragas, I think Sejuani a few times. So I thought Diana would be good engage, and again Cloudy on Hui. So I assumed that long range poke.
I think Xerath is probably a good pick. I think Xerath is also just really annoying to play against.
In ARAM, you kind of have to take him because he's just got abilities which can take up the whole lane. Like especially his
annoying.
W.
Yes.
Picks up,
my god.
If that hits you, if he puts it on you, you can't really get away from it.
Yeah, he is one of my least favorite champions to play against, but I love to play him in ARAM.
But those are the week 6 predictions. Lux Aphelios on George and Alex's side, and Diana and Xerath on Steph and Cloudy.
I would honestly really like a Diana, mostly because I think Steph's been playing a lot of engages, yes, but also some more tanks recently, and I think I do like when he's on a carry champion. So I would like to see a bit more of a showing from him.
100%. The only thing is with the Diana and Xerath, because there isn't the synergy like there. Whereas like on Alex and George, you have a lot more synergy with Aphelios and Lux.
That's true.
If they go, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you did very well with your predictions last time. I think you were like 3 for 4 every game.
I don't know how good these ones are going to be.
I don't know.
I reckon I'll get 2 right. I think Diana and Lux, I think are like cemented.
I think you're definitely right with the Lux. I don't know about Steph and Cloudy's gameplay enough to be fair, but
the only jungler on Steph and Cloudy's was Diana.
I do really want to see a Diana.
So
I would love to see Diana.
It's always fun to see Diana because she's flashy and she can make really cool plays and unexpected as well.
Yeah, I do know that George loves a Lux. I'm only just looking at this model. I'm realizing how outdated Lux's player model looks.
Yeah, it's not great. It doesn't look. They don't look great.
No.
Aphelios looks a lot better.
Diana looks actually like a real champion. Then you've got like Xerath and Lux on the outskirts.
Yeah,
Looking like
they're kind of looking B-Tech. But anyway, going into a game here. Kassadin and Lux and Diana and
Ooh.
Caitlyn. I take
Okay.
two. I'll
There you
take
go.
two. That's
2-2.
completely fine.
You do like a Kassadin. Yeah.
I do love a Kassadin. I'm definitely going to be in favor of the Kassadin and therefore going to be in favor of George and Alex. Gonna have to be. I don't have a choice.
But that's Caitlyn from Arcane.
Oh my, wait, you mean the character they implemented from Arcane
Yes.
into League of Legends?
The
That's
Arcane
crazy.
original character Caitlyn that they've then put into the game.
Who's lying?
I think he's trying to say that he's lying. He does not want you to have fun.
Oh damn.
All right. So who are we in favor of the Lux and the Kassadin? We think. Because I think that if they play it right, I do think Cloudy and Steph
Well,
could.
something we need to announce, actually, we haven't mentioned, is there is till the Nexus this time around.
You're right.
So let's just think about it. If Kassadin does get the opportunity to scale, then he will have this game because obviously they're going into the Nexus. So Kassadin's a good pick.
Yep, absolutely. Very good chase.
But no, 2 for 4. I'll take that. That's as long as I don't get 1 out of 4, I'm happy. 50%.
Oh yeah, there's a warm-up prediction. Maybe we'll be better on the subsequent predictions.
Might have to do some more research.
Yeah, some more research into our players.
Definitely some more research into the players. But no, definitely both teams playing really defensively, just trying to poke, farm up, get the levels. I think they might be waiting till level 6, especially the Kassadin, and then Diana trying to get some poke off, gets a little bit of health, but gonna get caught by the root and caught by the E. Get straight out of the E. Really
That
well
was very
played by
nice.
Steph.
I do think the advantage here is that they are all kind of scalers, so they are just probably going to play very safe until they farmed up a bit, I think.
Mm-hmm. I think there's not much good like early game from either team.
Yeah, they've just kind of got to poke each other out as well as they can, see what they can get.
Here we go, both of them hitting level 5 here, close. Short to be level 6.
Yep, very even game. No, I will say I do really like that Caitlyn skin because that is her Valentine's skin.
Has everyone got skins in this lobby?
I think so. I
like-
don't know Kassadin skins very well, but I know that the
that
other
is
three
that
do.
is a Kassadin skin.
It's
And
like
yeah,
a-
they do have skins.
It's like a Dark Waters Diana or something, I think it's called. I don't know. It's a very old skin.
No, yeah, both teams just playing till level 6 here, and it seems like they're going to try and get something. Try and make a play at level 6. Kassadin definitely has to wait.
Yeah, I think Steph is trying to get a little bit greedy, maybe look for an engage. But I think with that huge minion wave, you can't really get much off of it. Ooh.
Here, Steph going in. He hasn't got level 6 yet, so he's going to get caught by... Now, level 6 coming in through Alex and George. It seems like they're going to be able to find Steph. They find him. Kassadin gets the first kill. Now they're going to be hunting, but they're going to go for the farm.
That was very nice.
That was really well
actually.
played.
I think that the Lux E cutting him off, so it just made him slow. That was really well played, actually.
And it's just kind of unfortunate for Steph. He did go in before level 6 and then got caught off by their level 6. There he is, the flash coming out of the Caitlyn, trying to find the kill. Not going to be able to find it. The root goes straight on from George and killing them. One shot there by the Kassadin. Drop the health like that.
Wow.
Two kills onto a Kassadin is not good.
No, it's really not. He's already got a shutdown too.
And here Diana's definitely going to be looking. He's going to try and get as much damage as he can before he goes out. He's not dead yet. Diana gets dropped to below 50 just before Kassadin goes out. How has he done this damage?
I don't know. That's
Electrocute
strong start.
Kassadin. See, I personally like Conquer Kassadin because when you get to that late game, you are an absolute fiend. Rod of Ages is healing you. Conquer is healing you. You're getting extra air, adaptive force. Like, it's unbelievable. But I guess Electrocute into these two champions is just absolutely obliterating them. They don't really know how to deal with the one-shot damage he's producing.
Especially since it seems like I'm going to assume that Diana's going to go completely AP.
It seems like they're going Lime Trees, or is that I don't think that's Blackfire.
Yeah, I'd assume
Or
maybe a
Riftmaker.
Blackfire, but I'm not sure.
It's not
hard to see.
Blackfire. It's not. They can't. Blackfire doesn't have a mask. I don't
Oh,
think.
you're right.
So
You're
it's
right.
Lime Trees or Riftmaker. They only two that have masks, I think. Anyway, here we go. The Kassadin going in. They have got the level disadvantage. Kassadin when he's engaging Diana. He's level 7. Does have Rod though, so slowly going to be scaling in levels and now finally finding level 8.
I think he's just trying to scare them off the wave a bit when he can.
2 kills coming from Kassadin. This is really good from Alex.
It is.
100%.
I think-
Strong showing.
He's very confident on his melees. He does like his. I know we've seen like a Neferi from him. His Neferi was really scary. Little dance party.
Which relationship buff is gonna come out on top?
Well,
It seems like
I mean, I really like Lux, and I want Lux.
I really
to
like
win.
Kassadin. Sorry, Steph.
Sorry, guys, we're biased Cassadest today, unfortunately. But at least Cloudy and Steph are ahead in CS, so there's a little bit of hope, maybe. Especially since they're playing very passive, waiting for more smart plays.
Kassadin is waiting for them to overextend, but Kaylin seems to have an idea.
Yes, she does. Oof, some rough folk.
Steph trying to find that cube, but not being able to find anything. Level 9 now on Kassadin. He's slowly getting up there. 3 stacks from his Roar of Ages. The more that Steph and Cloudy long out this game, it's going to be harder for them. You know, exhaust on Kassadin as well. That's kind of cheeky.
That's kind of a little bit
once
BM,
once
cannot
he's
lie.
once he's on top of you, he's not getting enough.
No. Yeah.
That's actually that's really smart. I can't lie. I like that.
It's scary to play against a late game Kassadin.
With exhaust.
Ugh, especially as like a Caitlyn. Like,
Yeah,
Cloudy is not gonna have
You have
fun.
your E, and then it's like
Yeah, Cloudy's gonna be miserable come late game. It very much is going to go to late game because they're playing very passively and very safe.
I think Kassadin is going to try and get a little bit edgy here, and he's going to try and look for some kills soon. I feel. There we go. Nice
Ooh.
harass coming from George and Alex. The ult coming out. Is it going to be enough? It's not going to be enough. These on a poke though.
Very big poke, especially since that just means that Diana just cannot come in at all.
Yeah, I think Kassadin's going to be definitely looking for this. Alex, once he hits level 11, that's a big power spike for Kassadin. He gets another point into his ult.
Okay.
I don't know what he's going to build second. It looks like it might be Seraphs, but a big play is to go Malignants. If you go Malignant second, because think about it, when you have Malignants when you're level 11, it reduces the cooldown massively.
Okay.
So it's like when you're level 16, obviously it's good.
Ooh,
But when you're
very
11, it's also
nice.
really good. And really nice kill coming from Alex. I told you, he's going to be looking for these kills, and he's going to get antsy.
I guess the only downside is that he is very, very, very low on mana.
Yeah, no, that is true. That is true, and that's why that tier is coming in clutch. I'm just like, I don't know if it's going Serath second or is he just holding on to the tier, just for third? Because that's what I would usually do. Would go third for Serath.
I think that makes sense. I think to just hold it and wait. I think he is probably maybe trying to see if he can die by getting a bit closer to them there, because I think he just took a lot of chunk for free for no reason. So maybe he's got enough gold to get another item. We'll say, I wish he would make a little bit better use of his electrocute, maybe, because he is poking them quite decently, but he's hitting them twice. He just needs to do it one more time.
It's hard though.
It is.
Because when you hit them with 3 abilities, you're basically all ending, right? Because one of them is going to be your ult. Or it's going to be a melee W. So you're basically forced to be on top of them, which is that's why I like Gonka. Because you're not forced to do anything. It doesn't force you into a playstyle. Really nice ult coming out of George there. And it gives Kassadin a little bit of free reign. He's going to get caught by the Diana ult going onto the heal. He's going to get ulted by the Caitlyn. George going to save him. And now he's going to try and find Steph. He's not going to be able to find Steph. He's going to go on to 1 HP. He's going to live. And that was an insane fight.
That was very scrappy there.
100%. A really nice ult from the Kassadin going straight onto the heal to let him live there. If he didn't get back, he wouldn't be here right now.
That was very nicely played from everyone, I think. Everyone played that as well as they could have.
Yeah, 100%. Really good.
We'll say, I think that maybe we need to see a bit more aggression out from the Caitlyn, I'm thinking, because I think that it's very hard for Diana to get in. But Caitlyn has a lot of range.
We haven't seen much poke,
No.
to be fair. We haven't seen Caitlyn getting much poke. I understand them wanting to get a little bit ahead first, maybe get some items before they start getting aggressive and risking. But there, the ult from Lux, the flash from Steph, not going to be able to find anything. Kassadin is still really low and then finds a Dark Harvest stack, George.
Oh yeah, Steph really wants the Kassadin there, doesn't he? A little bit of BM.
Nuh-uh. And then Cassidy trying to find Cloudy. He's going to go down hit to Steph finally. Cassidy going down. He probably has a very nice buy. Let's see what item he's going to go for.
He's really close to taking down the Caitlyn and making it a 1-for-1 there too.
What do you think? Malignant? Oh, he's gone for the Seraphs.
Okay.
See, I don't think that is the right play because Seraphs isn't fully upgraded yet.
Mm-hmm.
So
Ooh.
that's just my opinion. But here we go, and it's going to take down George with the,
Very
I was
nice.
going to say with the Caitlyn ult, but stolen by Steph.
Now, if that was my partner, I'd argue with them about kill stealing. Oh.
Oh, but they haven't been able to successfully do it like a lot of people in this tournament.
They couldn't execute
They
quite
couldn't
right.
execute quite right. Just caught by Cassidy and Lux.
It's the curse again. It's like a 50-50. Some people get a perfect execute, some people really don't. See if maybe they can take down this tower.
I definitely think they're going to be able to take down the tower.
I
There's
think so too.
a little bit of time still left on Caitlyn and Diana, and Cassidy just seems to be chunking. He's got that fully stacked Rod of Ages now. He's level 15. That is not good.
Ooh, yeah. That's
Level
gonna be
15 on the
scary.
Cassidy and level 13 on the Diana. That's not going to be good at all. He's one level off hitting the end of the game.
Seems like the Diana is going more of like a hybrid AP tank, at least. I think they're building a Spirit Visage there. Which will be against AP, which will be necessary against the Kassadin, I think.
One thing about Kassadin, which I don't think a lot of people know.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know his melee W?
No, not much.
So basically, it's just like a K or E.
Yes.
So it's like that, but melee, right? He gets like 50% or like a 25% mana increase if he hits a champion with this W.
Ooh.
So he gets 20% mana.
Ooh.
Yeah, so he has like infinite mana.
That is a little bit
I just remembered a
nasty.
bit. I just remembered that. So yeah, that's quite a good feature for this sort of
That
environment.
is- I admit that I do not know a lot about melee champions.
If
It's
we
not
can
my style.
Yeah, it gets like a little bit on minions, but on the champions he gets loads of on his W, which is really good.
He is starting to look very scary.
He's level 16.
Yeah, that's
That is-
frightening.
I'm pretty sure that might be the end of the game. Level 14 on Cloud, level 14 on Steph, level 16 on the Kassadin there. It's absolutely
Ugh.
unreal. 2 levels, and it's not just 2 levels, it's level 16.
Yeah, I think he gets on top of that Caitlyn and she's one shot.
Here we go. I think he needs to show some aggression here. Start closing the gap on Diana. I think, honestly, with this lead, you need to capitalize on it, and I think he is going to. Alex is going to start trying to push ahead, but still very hesitant.
Yeah, I think it's because Caitlyn is playing so far back.
But the thing is you see Steph and Cloudy now 15,
Yeah.
level 15. So that opportunity is gone.
Yeah, we've got to start capitalizing on what they've got because they do have, you know.
They have
A
a
little bit,
huge lead. In my brain,
Yeah.
if I was Kassadin, I'm running full tilt at them.
Yeah. Yes, you are.
Especially with Conquer, you're never going to die.
No, I think what he's got to do is he's got to trust that the Lux can keep herself safe
Mhm.
and just go on top of the Caitlyn.
Yeah, 100%.
Yep, but I think that they're a bit more scared of Diana, maybe trying to focus a bit more on peeling. But I think they're playing too safe.
It's a very interesting build from Diana, I can't lie. Line trees into these two.
Yeah, I'm not really sure about the Leandries first.
Interesting flash coming in from Steph. He's going to pop the ult. It's only going to hit George. And then Kassadin's going straight onto Caitlyn, and she has no idea. He hits the ult again. He's going to take lots of turret aggro. The Seraph's coming in. Now he's got a 1v1. He's got a 1v1 to Diana. Has he got enough utility in his kit? If he had Conquer here, he would probably win. I can't lie, because he'd have a fully stacked Conquer and he'd heal every single ability.
Yep. Oh, you're an electrocute
I hate
Kassadin
electrocute.
hater.
I just hate electrocute. in
You
general.
do?
I hate electrocute, yeah. I'd rather go first stroke.
I like it early game. I don't really like it after that.
But I just feel like you could just go first stroke and then it's infinitely better.
I do like first strike for the gold boost.
Doesn't it give lethality? I think? I can't remember.
Ooh, I'm honestly not sure.
I can't
I
remember.
think first strike is a bit more of like an ADC kind of.
No, because you do it on Talon.
More of an AD rune then. I play a lot of AP. Yep, seems like they've just gone back to playing as safe as they can again.
Yeah, not a lot of... We didn't see the level 16 capitalization that we were expecting. Now Diana getting to level 17, closing that gap on Kassadin. And once they're both like fully leveled out and full built. That Kassadin spike, he doesn't. Oh, as I say that, absolutely obliterating Caitlyn, getting a one shot. He's still alive. He's going to get blown up by Diana, but it's not going to be enough. The Rod of Ages is coming out. He's still alive, barely, and George coming out with a shield. And Alex is still here somehow. And the ult coming out from Lux, going to clear the wave. And Diana finally taking him out. Now George in a 1v1.
I think maybe he was trying to see if he could like just hide in the bush, get around the Diana and execute. But that was... I don't know. It was very funny to flash the Rammus okay emote immediately after going out of that.
Some good fights.
Yeah, it is. I do still think that maybe... I think if I was Cloudy and Steph, I think if I was them, I would start trying to play off the Caitlyn a bit more. Maybe not be quite so far back, but at this point, it's late game. You kind of have to play far back against that Kassadin. So it's kind of more of a
you don't really have a
would've,
choice.
could've, should've.
Yeah, no, 100%. But Kassadin's dead, so they have got an opportunity to push this turret now, and George is on his own defending it, and Diana's just going to mount it, but Diana gets caught up by the root, and therefore the Kassadin, and now it's a 2v1, and Kassadin looks hungry for Caitlyn, ulting every second.
That is not worth, I don't think. I don't think that's worth.
I don't think that's worth in the slightest. And here we go, we have George and Alex pushing with a level 18 Kassadin. He has got a Rabadons, but he's going to get caught by the turret. Not going to be able to find the Caitlyn just yet. Not going to be targeting the turret either. He's still taking turret aggro. This is interesting coming from Kassadin, and now he just dies. Okay. All right.
Okay,
never mind.
that was interesting.
Nice ult coming from George, though. Could have try and clean up the mess a little bit.
George is saving it a bit. That was very interesting because they could have just played it safe and taken this turret.
And George seems to be overstaying a lot here and gets caught by the ult and is going to be forced out and dies.
Oh my god, everyone's
This is
throwing.
very scrappy.
Everyone's like pushing extra hard just for these turrets when they just don't need to. They just need to play together, play a little bit safe. Yeah, everyone's throwing a little bit.
Interesting.
All right, well, I guess item check-in. That Caitlyn's starting to look a little bit more helpful. Successful execute. And the Diana build, how do we feel about it?
I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
I kind of get it, but she doesn't do enough burst damage to squishies. Like, if you look at the 1v1 here, Kassadin is probably... He hasn't got Conquer. I keep thinking he has Conquer for some reason.
Yeah, I think...
Like, Conquer Kassadin wins those. Sorry.
You're such an electrocute hater, yeah.
No, I'm not...
That's fair, though. It's fair.
It's just because it's such a bad... Like, I don't know. I had it today by accident. I was so mad. I was playing Katarina with George.
Yep.
And I had Electrocute instead of Conquer or Dark Harvest. I was so mad. Because I kept going... I was like in a team fight. I was like laying everyone out. I was like, if I'd Conquer right now, I'd be alive.
I will say, we did say that we don't like the Diana
But
build.
he is absolutely a tank, yeah. He does not seem to be dying. He has built 2 AP health items, a Kainic Rookin and a Merc Treads, and they are tickling him.
So honestly, I think I take
Maybe
back
we're
what
wrong.
I said. I think we're wrong.
I think we're completely wrong. Steph knows something that we don't.
Steph, if you are listening to this, I apologize.
I just think there was such a big opportunity for Kassadin at level 16 there. He was 2 levels above them, and even if he went for the dive, like I honestly think, I don't know.
Yeah, I think maybe everyone's playing a little bit too safe.
Careful, yeah.
I think some extra aggression from honestly everyone but Steph, because I think Steph is the only one that's playing quite aggressive, but Steph always does. I think that the Caitlyn's playing maybe a bit too far back. I think that Lux, is doing what she can. But I don't know, it's hard. Guys, feed the poros.
I think that's a requirement.
Yeah. If you do not feed the poros, then you can auto lose.
I think we might have to make that a rule.
If you don't feed the poros, you just
If you don't
lose.
feed the poros, you might get DQ'd.
Guys, the poros are starving little creatures. You have to feed them.
We should have a prize for the team that's fed the most poros, but only do it like now.
Yeah?
Only from now, because they can't force it. It's only if you actually fed them or not.
I think maybe we count on the fact that they don't listen to the stream, and we say that it's a prize, but we don't tell them, and then after it's all done, there's no way they're listening.
The prize is a poro plush.
Ooh, that's a good prize.
That's
I wish I had one to give.
I wish I had one. I just would have had one in general.
You know what? Okay, if whoever feeds the most poros, they can have a prize. I will figure out the prize.
You can have the prize. Don't worry.
Oh, see, now they're feeding the forest.
Oh yeah, look, they've all fed the
They've
forest.
fed the forest now. Maybe they are listening.
No,
it's on
because they said it in the chat. Remember?
it's on a 3-minute stream delay too, so it might be that they heard us talking about it 3 minutes ago. So
True. But Steph's like, oh, he's
Yeah.
a very hard nut to crack right now.
I think if you're Cassidy in this situation, because you like Cassidy, what do you do?
You can't do much.
Okay.
I think he can respond by getting magic pen, such as Void Staff, to deal with the Merc Treads and Kainic Rukun. But the difference is, in the 1v1, he's going to get obliterated. His Electrocute does nothing now. It's pointless. It's a pointless rune now. Right? What does it do? Nothing. It adds
Nothing.
like 100 damage to someone who has this much health. It's pointless. Whereas Diana has Conquer, so the more she fights, the more she's going to do damage and heal. So I really think Steph wins this.
So you think it's just a rune diff?
I think it's a rune diff, 100%.
I think that's fair. Electrocute, I think, is definitely one of those runes that I only take if it's like a lane fight. Because I think late game, I do agree Electrocute's a little bit useless.
And that's the thing, you're wanting to go to late game with Kassadin.
Yes.
But I can understand the appeal, because it allows you to get to that late game a little bit easier. But I just think if you just play safer during the early game, it's much more beneficial.
Yep. Plus the kills are what, 8 to 7? They didn't snowball as much as they needed to for the Electrocute to have been somewhat worth it. Ooh.
Interesting engage coming from Cassin. He does not do as much damage as he'd like to, and he's going to go down. And as we see, Steph is health bar not moving an inch. Now Lux is in trouble. He's going to find the root. He's going to find the damage, but look, stealth health bar is still not going down. But wait, hold on. Unfortunate, really nice try from George there, but Steph is just running them down.
And he lives.
And it could be the end of the game. 20 seconds left on either or, and they have Diana and Caitlyn on each. They have a minion wave. They have Diana and Caitlyn on each. This could be the end.
Could see how far they get through. I do think they can do it because Diana does kind of destroy turrets.
And I don't think Cassidin's going to drop her even at that health.
I don't think so
That's the
either.
game. That's the end of the game.
I think it is. Let's just wait and see if maybe Cassin can pull off a miracle play, but I don't think he will.
Wow. He heads the
He's trying.
exhaust. He's not going to go for Steph. He is going to go for Caitlyn, which is the
Okay.
right thing to do. The miracle was coming out. He's coming out with a lot of damage, but...
Okay.
Okay.
I think that is definitely his next item.
What?
The
Void Staff. He went
yeah,
Void
Void
Staff.
Staff, thank
He
you.
built it.
So I think that definitely did help a lot there to burst them
100%.
down.
Yeah, that is a really good item for someone with two... Wait,
Two Kainic Rukuns
what?
on. Whoa, there's the Spirit Visage.
No, why has Caitlyn
Yeah,
got
I
Kainic
saw
Runic?
that. I saw that.
Kainic Rukun.
I think. Yeah, I'm questioning a little bit. Maybe after the series, we're gonna DM Cloudy and be like, "Hey, tell me about your
so-
Caitlyn build."
Can you talk about something?
I'm very curious about it.
No malignance from Cassidin. That's actually kind of crazy to me.
Yeah, you disappointed by that?
I'm very disappointed. Every ult, you'd be doing extra AoE damage. Every single one that you hit, you'd do
Yep,
extra
you're
damage.
right.
And it's on the low cooldown.
Well, he's got one more item left to build, so maybe
Maybe.
that'll be his final item if he gets that far. Because it really depends on how this next team fight goes, to be honest. Because
A 24-minute game almost?
yeah, but Steph is looking scary. I cannot lie.
Spirit Visage, Conquer, Mercs, going into a decap. Cassidin is really trying, but that Kainic Rukun's actually kind of not letting Cassidin one-shot her.
Yeah.
And now this is going to be the end of the game because Cassidin's dead and Lux cannot defend a 1v2 against
No,
Steph. No
absolutely
way.
not.
So I think we are going to be the end of game 1.
A little bit troll there, unfortunately.
Unlucko bucko.
Yeah, maybe a bit of a rune diff, a bit of a maybe aggression diff.
And Diana's just going to run at the Nexus.
Yeah, can't do much about it, unfortunately. Yeah, Lux is just going to do beat
Oh,
saber
Cassidin
there.
did get Malignance.
Okay.
Did he
Too
sell
little,
something?
too late, unfortunately. Sold his boots.
Ah,
GG's.
GG's. Good first
Good
round.
first
That was
round,
good
yeah.
first round. That was good.
It was. I think maybe that was probably a bit of a warm-up for everyone because everyone was playing a bit safe. But I think they should come up with some aggression maybe next game because by the end there, they were getting more aggressive.
Well, we have to see if Alex and George fight back. They have to.
They
know.
do. They do.
Well, hopefully we see some more aggression out of them. But no, Steph clearly knew something we didn't.
Yes, he did.
That build was strong. You know, double AP matchup. He understood that.
Yep.
I think the Cassidin's build could be a little bit better.
Yeah.
But other than that, you know, it was a good first game.
I think so too. I think maybe they're warmed up now. I think game 2 might be a bit more of a showing of their skill.
Yeah, no, I think
Yeah.
so too.
So we will be right back in about 5 minutes with that game.
See you soon.
All in, and that's gonna be it. What
There
just
we go.
happened?
Back right in time for this.
Right in the action.
Yeah,
Let's go back to the game. They're going to be looking for the all-in again just to try and get some extra damage before they get sent back to the base. Seems like they're not going to get enough of the damage, but well played from the Fiora.
I think it,
Ult's coming out. The set ult misses the on ult. That could have been crucial. And then this Fiora goes straight down. She has no CC to peel for her. And he's trying to find the set. Is Malachi going to be able to find the set? Set just running away. He's not. The blind. Trying to find the Neferi, but gets altered by the set. The relationship buff coming in strong. Now Malachi left in the 1v2 situation. He finds the ult. Can he find the Neferi? He misses the second ult and he goes down. That's going to be game one. Trying to find the set as well. Oh, finds one, finds two! What the hell?
that was very
And
nice.
there you go. This is but the Briar finds him on one
There
HP.
we go.
Galileo comes out, he gets caught by it. And this is going to go down, backs up, it goes. Oh, he doesn't go down, he gets... They can't physically lock him down. He's getting up so much DPS with his toxic. They can't lock him down. Is he going to go down or is Aiden going to be able to CC and peel for him?
Wow.
They're going to peel for him. Malachi getting out of that
my
one with a
God.
double kill.
That spacing
He's going to be in this fight for a long time. He's going to try and find the Galio. Walking to the steals the healing and he takes him down.
That was really, really well played.
He goes straight for the dive. They really don't care. Malachi's gone way too far. He finds the Galio and he tries to find the poke onto the Bryce.
They want to fight.
Oh, there's one hit on the inhibitor. Wait, the Winions! The Winions! George seems like he's going to go down, but the Minions are ending the game, guys!
Inhibitor.
They're ending the game. The game is
Yes!
over! It's 2-0!
Oh, GG's, guys. Yep, GG's.
Gets the exhaust, pops the barrier, finds the heal. He finds the snowball, but he finds the first blood. Now Entity needs to heal in the bush. He goes down to the Twitch poison. Now it's a 1v1. There's no flash. There's the ult coming in from the Seraphine. It's huge. And the ult from Pike. And now it's straight onto the Talia. Can they do anything? And he ults the Talia as well. Double kill coming from Entity.
no.
Finds the cube. Ella flashes in. They're not going to be able to find it. He finds the ult. And then Will, living on 1 HP, gets caught by the Talia. That's really good though. Misses the Q. Will's on his own. Seraphine's not in. She needs to ult. She needs to ult this fight. She ults the fight. Is she going to be able to find one? She's not going to be able to find one. She finds one. She
There
finds
we
one
go.
and she goes down. Tanking the turret and dying.
Yeah, I think he thought he could get away there.
And the Talia ult coming in straight onto the Seraphine. Knocks the Seraphine up. Well played by Galaxy there.
That was very nice.
Whoa. Pike getting super aggressive onto the Twitch. Finds him out. Gets him under the turret. Stuns him. He forces the barrier. Finds one. Now, is he going to get greedy? Is he going to try and fight Charlie? I think he is. Yep, I told you, I know this guy, and he has his ult up, and he uses it!
That was really nicely played, actually. That was really, really nice.
Seems like we have... Oh, the engage from Steph, he finds the snowball, finds the E, finds
There
the
we
ult,
go.
and that's Xerath out the game.
That's
Especially
very
with
true.
just Wukong. And, oh, he finds
Very nice.
him with the flash and gonna be getting in desperate here, trying to find something. Nick gets the heal and Cammy finding one. But Evelyn, they
Evelyn.
haven't spotted her. The exhaust, the engage. This might be it.
It's over.
Finds the Jinx instantly, not with no doubt.
Ooh.
Oh, but Wukong coming engaging, but then the ult back on top, not going to be able to find much. Nick going down and going to be enough. They're going to find the turret, finds the root. Is this going to be the kill on Cammy? It seems like it's over, and it is. Here we go. We're going to get the stun going, and the E, and there it is.
Excellent.
There's the combo.
There's the all-in we were talking about.
Chance. They're just going to target Link with the waste of the ult. Cammy trying to get away. He has no turret. He has no flash. He gets E flashed, stunned, and there he goes down. Clean. Execute. Yes,
That's
we
one.
are.
We're gonna get two.
Oh! But the ult coming up from
Ooh.
Xerath, he finds two, and that's the
Very
first
nice.
blood coming from Cammy. Very even right now. Health's about the same, but there's a big engage from Steph. He's gonna get stunned, and Volibear ulted, cancels the Misfortune now, and Misfortune gets taken down, and Wukong with the first blood. He finds the kill. Now, can he find Set as well? He finds the E, gets the ult in the middle of the fight. Can he still? He gets the W! Oh my lord!
That was a beautiful W.
Fight straight away. The Orn ult, the Set W, Set taking down Orn, and Fiora gonna get forced to get Set all in, and that's gonna be it. What
There
just
we go.
happened?
Back right in time for this.
Right in the action.
Yeah,
Let's go back to the game. They're gonna be looking for the all in again, just to try and get some extra damage before they get ult's coming out. The set ult misses the on ult. That could have been crucial. And then this Fury goes straight down. She has no CC to peel for her. And he's trying to find the set. Is Malachi going to be able to find?
All right, welcome back. We have done game 1, which went to Steph and Cloudy.
Fair play.
Maybe it was a bit of a warm-up game for everyone, I think.
I think it was. I think that at the start of the game we saw Alex and George were very strong.
I think so too.
But they definitely got outsmarted by Steph.
Yeah.
I think 100% Steph again has to be the MVP for that game.
I honestly think so too. I still think
he single-handedly showed up for his team, and I think even though we doubted him at the beginning of the game, didn't matter.
No, I completely agree. The build even we questioned, I think it came through in the end. I think the aggression was there. I think he's definitely still our unofficial MVP.
100%.
But we should maybe see what we think the predictions are for game 2.
Right, we have game 2 for Piff's predictions. Right.
Ooh.
So again, they weren't. I was looking for the most poke this time around.
Okay.
And synergy. So I put Vel'Koz and Vigar. I think they have a lot of good synergy together. I think if you can get the cage on Vigar, then you're guaranteed to get a knock up on Vel'Koz, right?
Oh yeah, no, you're completely
so
correct.
You get the Vigar, and then you guarantee Vel'Koz stuff, right? Especially when you have Xayah, who has no mobility except from her ult, but Vayne also has some mobility, so it'd be a little bit harder. But
yep.
I don't think Steph and Cloudy played a lot of the characters that they had for this game, so I just kind of thought, right, DPS. Maybe. I don't know how well Steph is on AD carry champions, so we'll find that out if he does play them.
Okay.
I think this is probably where I could go the most wrong.
Oh, see, I hope not, because I would really like to see a Vel'Koz Veigar.
I think it'd be such a phenomenal.
It would be so fun. I'm just picturing just a Veigar cage immediately into just a Vel'Koz
into everything.
Into everything.
It's just
Vel'Koz.
QEWR, and it's
just
like
spam his whole.
So
kit.
I can't move, but I'm just guaranteed to get killed.
It would be so good.
That'd be such a good combo. I know. I hope that they've looked at that and think, okay, that's a really nice combo. We can definitely work with that.
Yep. I do just really like playing Vel'Koz and Veigar and ARAM. I just think they're such satisfying champions to play.
Oh yeah, especially I love Vel'Koz.
Yeah, I do prefer the APs. So I don't know. I'm not much of a Vayne lover. I never really understood the
I love
hype.
Vayne.
I don't like Vayne. I love Xayah.
Vayne, if you're good enough, you can kill everyone.
That's
the thing.
true. I'm not good enough.
Yeah, if you're good enough, you can literally kill everyone.
Okay.
So that's crazy. That's the thing is like Vayne's such a singular skilled character, whereas I think the enemy, whereas Vigar and Vel'Koz are more synergized. I don't think Steph and Cloudy's characters synergize as well. That is the prediction, obviously.
Obviously. Yeah.
They don't synergize as well. Just they're kind of more just obviously AD carry, so they don't have lots of CC to chain. They don't have much, but they have got lots of poke.
Yeah.
Same with George and Alex. So I think in the comms that I've predicted, I would say George and Alex win. Just because they have that poke and synergy, but we don't know who they're going to pick. So
I think it will come down to execution, obviously, because we did think last game that the champ diff was in George and Alex's favor, and then obviously Steph just had a brilliant showing on Diana.
So hold on, I want a nap prediction. What do you think? What is the game score going to be?
The game score going to be like for the overall series?
Yeah. So we're 0-1 to Steph and Cloudy right now.
If it's these champions, I think that it will be. Ooh, let's see.
Oh no, 2 out of 4 again.
Ooh, okay. Xayah and Ambessa versus Veigar and Lilia. Ooh, I think it's going to go towards George and Alex this game, only because I think that the Ambessa is definitely going to run down the Veigar.
Yeah.
But I think that Lilia has enough sustain that I think that they're going to be able to just close this out. I think, honestly, I am doubting Cloudy a little bit because I just don't think they're playing very aggressive.
It seemed like Cloudy plays a lot of Xayah, if you see in the chat there.
Really?
Look, how did you get Xayah? Or why did you get Xayah?
Oh, yeah, that is because George is a Xayah main. George is very sad about this, I'm certain. Yeah, George loves Xayah. But you know what? I love Lilia, so I'm okay with this.
I'm not a big Lilia fan, but I am a big Vigar fan. And here we go, instantly just going to run the Vigar down, gets caught in the cage, and Steph does not care. With good damage, but then takes a lot by Lilia, goes and drops below half. That wasn't really worth it for him.
No, the Lilia burn will hurt.
Now it seems like they might be going Blackfire Torch first, if I'm
Yep.
correct with that
I
build.
think for Lilia, I like to just go full burn. I like Blackfire. I like Leandro.
I said this before, but I think the best build for mages right now is full burn because of
Hell
the tank
yeah.
meta.
Yep.
I did it in the 4 versus 5. I played full burn Syndra.
Oh, did you? I
No
honestly
one
didn't
know, you didn't
notice.
even notice.
I'm sorry. I was too busy stressing.
So I was Blackfire Torch into Lingeries into Rabadons.
I do like that build. That is a nasty build.
Basically, you one-shot people and you still basically destroy people that tank you.
Yep, because the burn just completely finishes them off. That's going to be good. See, that is why I like Lilia, because her passive is just innate burn.
So you don't even have to build much burn, but at the Castadus, we do love burn.
We love burn.
We want full burn. Oh my god, and here we go.
Ooh, can they
Steph
finish
getting
him?
caught down really low. He's going to get the flash out. Alex and George really, really healthy here. They haven't really taken much damage.
Yeah, see, that's why I do think it's going to go to them this game, because I think even though Steph is great on champions like Mbessa, I just think there's so much disengage from the Veigar. The Lilia's just got so much sustain. I think as long as they play smart with those cages, I think they're going to be fine.
A nice harass coming from Alex there. Really good Veigar Qs, getting those stacks up early. He's going to go Rod of Ages as well, so it seems like he's going to go for a tanky Veigar build, but still going to be stacking AP regardless.
I think that's a good
Which
idea.
is a good strat. Makes him versatile,
Yep.
not just depending on one thing.
Especially against that scary Mbessa. Honestly, anything Steph plays, I'm scared of.
We weren't scared of him on Monday, were we, Nat?
No, we were actually not very scared on Monday, but that's okay. Ooh. Yep. I think it's because, well, we are playing ARAM, which means that micro obviously is way more important. You don't have to worry about objectives or anything.
Yeah.
I think that Steph in team fights and mechanics is definitely a lot stronger than, map positioning and objectives, etc., etc. So I think that's why Steph is very frightening in this tournament. But maybe why we weren't so scared of him on Monday.
It was really good fun. It was really good fun.
It was
fun.
really good fun.
Can't lie.
I wish we'd gotten that scrim down, because we were meant to scrim them, and then unfortunately it didn't work out.
We had some issues with players.
Yep, they're just poking each other out so far. Guess Veigar getting his stacks up.
Very passive from both teams here. Again, I feel like we're waiting for Mbessa to make a decision if they want to go in or not on the Veigar, but Veigar's not giving themselves.
Yeah, I am worried about Veigar's mana, because he is poking a lot, obviously, but he's not getting too much for it.
Mm-hmm.
Because the health bars, everyone's still quite healthy, so I'm not too sure if it's overly worth it to be wasting through that much mana. I think it might be worth trying to maybe bait out an Mbessa engage, so that then they can do what they did before, where they just cage, burst her down. I will say that there are 3 players that have not fed the Poros.
How could you?
Deep sigh, especially since I think it was George and Alex who said you have to feed the Poros, and neither of them have fed the Poros.
It's not. It's unacceptable.
Their Poros chasing Lilia around right now, and they just want food.
Give them the yum yum.
Oh, come on, feed the Poros, guys.
Literally chasing the Lilia look.
Oh, they're
How
staring
could you do
at
this,
her.
George?
Everyone, please feed your local Poros.
Please feed the Poro, George.
Yeah, he's
Look how hungry he is.
so hungry. They're just watching. Oh, look at him go.
He's still chasing.
This will be what the casting is for the
Oh,
next until they feed the
I mean,
Poros.
you've seen the graphics. We love Poros.
We love the Poros there. They're just so cute and sweet. Yeah,
They've
they're
never
just
done
gonna
anything
choose-
to anyone.
No, especially, they're just so small and sweet.
Best at level 9 here. Probably should look for an engage, but it seems like Veigar's going to be the aggressor this time around. They'll probably try and fight a cage. No, just the harass.
Yep, everyone's just poking as much as they can.
And here Mbessa going to look for a fight. It's going to get scrappy. Going to disengage.
I think quite smart there. Just try to burst them down and then escape.
Oh, but then the ult coming out from Steph is not going to be enough to find George, but there he goes. And now Cloudy's left on his own against the Vigard, but he's going to find him with his ult. And he Vigard ult's not going to be enough. It's going to be enough with the auto attack now. Leaves Steph in a 1v1 against Alex. Alex going to be able to forget on top of there. He's level 9 against level 10. He finds the cage. He's 1 HP. Both players hit. He finds the auto. Vigard going out on little to no HP there. On
That was very nice. I think that was very well played from everyone. I think I'm a little bit impressed that Veigar managed to live as long as he did.
yeah, that was really well played.
But I think that cage came in very clutch. Oh, he's still escaping even here.
He's still not dead. He gets a lot of damage on. It seems like he's going to be setting up George for the kill, not just yet.
Yeah,
But it was good DPS before.
Lilia doesn't do quite enough damage just yet.
And Bessa getting down to below 50 again on George. Wants the kill. George getting the healing.
Yep.
Back to the same health now.
Yeah, but Ambessa is a little bit scary with the Eclipse there. But I guess Lilia is a sustained damage champion, not a burst, so can see some good things coming out. But having the Veigar there for follow-up is definitely, I think, a necessity.
Mm-hmm. Blackfire Torch coming out.
And that's Leandri's second.
Gotta love it, gotta love it.
We love Burn here.
Is it Leandri's or is it going to be a Riftmaker?
I hope it's Leandri's. I
hope
want
it's
it to be.
Leandri's. I want it to be Riftmaker, Leandri's, Malignance, and brand up passive as well. You build the brand passive.
I do like that. No, if you... This is very random, but if you've been seeing that there's a bug right now where you can sell recall.
Yep. I saw this with George today. When he played ARAMs and this
Did you
guy.
sell it?
Yeah. I sold the recall and you buy an extra Poro or something. Poro Snipe.
I think that's worth. I think
Yeah.
if anyone sells their recall, because you're not going to use
How
it.
can you not be using the Poro Snipe right now? sorry.
There's 3 of them chasing the
I
Veigar.
know. How could you do this, George and Alex?
Guys, feed the Toros.
Oh, nice
That's
harass
good.
coming from Alex there. Really nice.
Ooh, 1 Lilia.
And there it goes.
Yep, that's all we need.
Very even. I can't lie.
It is. Was it
1
2
kill.
to 3? Yeah.
1 kill between it right now.
I think it will come down to the Ambessa. Because I think that Ambessa is going to be a lot scarier. Ooh, that was very nice.
And there she goes down by the Veigar. Really nice showing from George and Alex here.
I think the issue there was that the Ambessa tried to hit the ult onto the
And
Lilia.
it cancel? Or it just didn't go through for the Veigar? Or something?
It just didn't hit either of them because it was going for the Lilia, and then Lilia just is so fast
look
that
at
she
that
can just dodge it.
Damage from Lilia.
Yep, it's very frightening.
Oh, hold on.
Maybe a little bit of troll.
Based. Actually so based.
Actually based.
Oh,
Maybe they just
there's
wear
a little
their
bit
items.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. I think
See, what is this with the Seraphs? Like,
the obsession with Sarah. I think in this scenario it's not too bad.
But
because
I
it'll
just
be
think it's too
against-
early. Look at the stacks.
I do agree it's too early. I think personally for me it's definitely more like you said, like a third item.
Yeah.
Because I think that right now in this position you want to be doing just as much damage as you can.
I'm always up for the defensive builds, don't get me wrong. That's the Rose build. But I feel like you should probably start like your first item. If you're going to go Serath, like you can go Serath second.
Yep.
But your beginning item needs to be like tier.
I agree with you.
And then you can do it second because obviously then you're stacking it from the get-go.
Yeah, I think having tier and then maybe building, I'm not sure, maybe like a magic pen item, maybe like a shadow flame second, might have been quite good, but alas.
Here we find the Steph coming in with a snowball. He's going to go disengage afterwards. Not going to find anything. Still very even. 1 kill in between it.
Very even. Just Ambessa's struggling to get onto either
The
of them.
Liandry's now coming out from Lilia, finally.
I do love a Leandrews. We love it here. I actually just think I've noticed. I don't think Lily's used her ult yet.
I haven't seen the ult coming out for Lilia yet, no.
So maybe she just needs to go in QR and see what she can get.
Saying that, they haven't expected it though.
Playing very defensive.
That burning, oh, Jesus. It's a lot of burn.
I hope that they buy Morello's an extra burn. I don't.
Malignance, Morello.
Yeah.
Everything. Every burn in the game.
Malignance on Lilia and Veigar.
That'd be such a bad malignance.
It would be so bad, but it would be burn.
It would be burn.
We do like burn.
I was thinking about it the other day, but it didn't work. You know Rise ult? You know his passive on his ult? No, you know his passive on his ult?
No, I don't.
So basically, you know his spell flux?
Yes.
Yeah, that gets an increase in damage by 50%. And the
Ooh.
passive of his ult.
Okay.
So I thought, would Malignance work with your spell flux?
No, I don't think
It
so.
doesn't. That'd be
No.
so good though.
I think it'd be broken. if
Yeah,
it did.
he's so broken.
I think r/rise mains.
I
would be
looked it
going
up on
insane.
r/rise
Oh.
mains, and then they said it was going to be broken. And here the engage coming in from the Xayah gets the ult, and Steph's trying to find the Veigar, gonna find it. The sleep finally coming in, and it's clutch. There we go, and now finding them both, Veigar and Lilia. That was really
Wow.
well played. The sleep did not expect it. They did not
No.
expect it.
It was a very good sleep. And did you see that the Xayah died by accidentally walking into Veigar W?
I didn't see that.
She accidentally walked into the Veigar W and it killed her. That was very sad,
no,
actually.
Very sad moment for Steph and Cloudy there.
No, but I think, like we predicted, I think that the Lilia just has so much sustain that she's just a bit
Oh,
unkillable.
it seems we're going to be finding that turret now. There's enough time on it.
Yep, I think just take it down and zip away as fast as you can.
Ooh. She's going to have to find a Q. That movement speed.
Oh,
It's not going to be
No.
enough. Unfortunate.
no, I think she just accepted that she was going to die there, which I think is fair. But let's see if that was worth it, because Veigar's going to need to hold this. Ooh.
Oh, I hope this was the play from... Okay. Oh, no.
No.
I don't think this was the play.
Okay.
Okay. this is oof, scrappy.
Yeah, Alex does like to play very aggressive. So does Steph. Not sure if he can hold this. He needs to just clear the wave.
Nice.
Very good.
Good. Focused on the wave when he needed to. That was clean.
Right, Lilia's coming back up now too. She loves to just stand there.
Aura farming.
Aura farming Lilia. Yeah, everyone's seeming to play a bit slower now. I think they're a little bit more scared of each other.
Again, they're waiting for an engage. I think whoever team gets the better engage will win, I think.
I think what seems to be happening is they're trying to like bait the Ambessa into the engage, then they can like counter engage and jump onto the Xayah, which has worked for them. But
Again, still 1 kill in it.
yep, it's very close.
Only
And
1,000 gold.
to be fair, a couple of those kills are because Lilia and Veigar just kind of let them kill them. Little bit troll, but it was for items, I guess, and it was needed for them. Oh, snowball.
Not going to take it, I don't think.
So sad.
Dance coming out from George.
George does love to dance.
And here we go, the engage coming out from Mbessa. He's going to get caught by the Veigar cage and slowly but surely going to be getting taken down. And
Ooh.
no ult coming out from Lilia. I think if she ults there, she could probably find Steph.
I think so too. I think that it's I think George is a little bit scared maybe, which is quite sad 'cause I think you're right. I think he absolutely could have killed him there if he'd have popped his ult.
Yeah, the Xayah's starting to get really strong here. 4 kills,
Yep.
2 items.
I think it might be what we said before. They're just not playing quite aggressive enough.
Oh no, we've seen another Koenig rooking on
Not
Mbessa. We saw what happened last time he had that item. Is it going to happen again?
Yeah, I think George needs to play a bit more aggressive. He's playing quite far back for a Lilia. I think if you're a Lilia and the Veigar is in front of you, you're doing it wrong.
Oh, unlucky with the ult there from Mbessa.
Very true. See if they can...
Engage coming from Mbessa. Nice ult by the Xayah. Not going to be able to find much. He gets taken out by Veigar now. It's leaving Steph in a 1v2 situation. He has got Conquer, but is he going to do enough damage? He has a lot of damage onto George, but he's not going to be able to find it. Dodging as much as he can. Goes straight back onto the Veigar. I honestly think that if he's given enough space, he can do this. but it doesn't seem like he's going to get taken down. And I think that might be the end of almost the end of the game. 15 seconds left, and they have 15 seconds to win this game.
I think Xayah might be able to hold. I don't think they clear this quite fast enough. No, I don't think they do. But they're trying to get an execute.
Oh, wait,
off.
hold on.
Ooh, no, you don't want to see that.
Might not be good. 40-second timer as well. Vigar's literally just committing. I don't think that was the right play from Cloudy to use the portal, because now the turret's gone and the damage is crazy.
Yep, I think that's a win if you're them, because the Nexus is now open, a lot of damage now.
I honestly think Cloudy could have just walked up.
I honestly think so too. I think if he just walked up, used his W, just hit them faster. But no. Yeah, I think today everyone's maybe making like very small mistakes, but they're game losing mistakes.
Malignant on Vigar.
Oh no!
Before Death Cap. Before Death Cap.
Yeah, that's what I was saying too. That's interesting.
Okay. I get it.
You know what? Let's see what he does with it before we judge. We listen and we don't judge. I'm very curious because does Malignance proc on Veigar? Because I know there are some champions where it just doesn't
On
proc.
his singular ult, yes.
It does? Okay.
On his ult, yeah. One single ult, which is you're supposed to use as an execute.
Maybe he's just using it for the cooldown.
You know, that's another
Yeah.
a viable option as well. 100%. You know, you want to spam that ult.
Yep.
But I just feel like you could just go some CDR items, right? Or whatever it's
Yeah.
called nowadays. I don't know what it's called. I used to call it CDR.
I'm not
Ability
too sure.
haste.
Yep. But we'll have to see what comes out of it. I do.
No boots from Vigar either.
Ooh, maybe you sold them to get the Malignance. maybe
Based. to be honest.
Malignance is really
Mega
important to him.
based.
Some good poke. I think it's worth it to just keep poking to make sure that the spell shield isn't up.
Here, last ditch effort coming from Ambessa and Xayah. It seems like Vigar's just going to one-shot Xayah. Are we going to go to a game 3? Steph is trying to hold on as much as he can for dear life. The Vigar going to cage. He's not even going to look for Steph. He's just going for the end of the game, and it seems like he's going to get it, and there it is.
Very well done. Yeah, that's GG's, I think. I think you're very, very happy for George and Alex there.
No,
Because it's like we
100%.
said, just couldn't kill Lilia.
Yeah,
Too much sustain.
it was really good. 100%. That was a good game. I'm going to go into game 3.
Yes, we are.
Game 3.
All right, it's not too early today.
Right, so we will be with you shortly for Piff's predictions.
Yes, we will.
See you soon.
The set just running away. He's not. The blind trying to find the Neferi, but gets altered by the set. The relationship buff coming in strong. Now Malachi left in the 1v2 situation. He finds the ult. Can he find the Neferi? He misses the second ult and he goes down. That's going to be game. Trying to find the set as well. Finds one, finds two. What the hell?
That was very
And
nice.
there you go. But the Briar finds him on
There
his
we
feet.
go.
Galileo comes out. He gets caught by it. And this is going to go down. Backs up it goes. He doesn't go down. He gets. They can't physically lock him down. He's getting up so much DPS with his toxic. They can't lock him down. Is he going to go down, or is Aiden going to be able to CC and peel for him?
Wow.
They're going to peel for him. Malachi getting out of that
my
one with a
God.
double kill.
That spacing
He's going to be in this fight for a long time. He's going to try and find the Galio. Walking to the steals the healing, and he takes him down.
That was really, really well played.
He goes straight for the dive. They really don't care. Malachi's gone way too far. He finds the Galio, and he tries to find the poke onto the Briar.
They want to fight.
Oh, there's one hit on the inhibitor. Wait, the Winions! The Winions! George seems like he's going to go down, but the Minions are ending the game, guys!
Inhibitor.
They're ending the game. The game is over! It's 2-0!
GG's, guys. Yep, GG's.
Gets the exhaust, pops the barrier, finds the heal. He finds the snowball, but he finds the first blood. Now Entity needs to heal in the bush. He goes down to the Twitch poison. Now it's a 1v1. There's no flash. There's the ult coming in from the Seraphine. It's huge, and the ult from Pike. And now it's straight onto the Talia. Can they do anything? And he ults the Talia as well. Double kill coming from Entity.
No.
Finds the cube. Ella flashes in. They're not going to be able to find it. He finds the ult, and then Will, living on 1 HP, gets caught by the Talia. That's really good, though. Misses the Q. Will's on his own. Seraphine's not in. She needs to ult. She needs to ult this fight. She ults the fight. Is she going to be able to find one? She's not going to be able to find one. She finds one. She finds one, and she goes down. Tanking the turret and dying.
Yeah, I think
the Talia ult coming in straight onto the Seraphine, knocks the Seraphine up. Well played by Galaxy there.
That was very nice.
Whoa, Fight getting super aggressive onto the Twitch, finds him out, and gets him under the turret, stuns him, he forces the barrier, finds one. Now, is he going to get greedy? Is he going to try and fight Charlie? I think he is. Yep, I told you, I know this guy, and he has his ult out, and he uses it.
That was really nicely played, actually. That was really, really nice.
Seems like we have... Oh, the engage from Steph. He finds the snowball, finds the E, finds the
There
O.
we go.
And that's Xerath out the game.
That's
Especially
very true.
with just Wukong. And, oh, he finds him with the flash and gonna be getting in desperate here, trying to find something. Nick gets the heal and Cammy finding one. But Evelyn, they haven't spotted her. The exhaust, the engage. This might be it.
It's over.
Finds the Jinx instantly, not with no doubt.
Ooh.
Oh, but Wukong coming, engaging, but then back on top, not going to be able to find much. Nick going down and going to be enough. They're going to find the turret, finds the root. Is this going to be the kill on Cammy? It seems like it's over, and it is. Here we go. We're going to get the stun going, and the E, and there it is.
Excellent.
There's the combo.
There's the all-in we were talking about.
Chance. They're just going to target Link with the waste of the Cammy trying to get away. He has no turret. He has no flash. He gets E flashed, stunned, and there he goes down. Clean. Execute. Yes,
That's one.
are.
We're gonna get two.
Oh! But the ult coming up from Xerath, he finds two, and that's the
nice.
first blood coming from Cammy. Very even right now. Health's about the same, but there's a big engage from Steph. He's gonna get stunned, and Volibear ulted, cancels the Misfortune now, and Misfortune gets taken down, and Wukong with the first blood. He finds the kill. Now, can he find Set as well? He finds the E, gets the ult in the middle of the fight. Can he still? He gets the W! Oh my lord!
That was a beautiful W.
Fight straight away, the Ornn ult, the Set W, Set taking down Ornn, and Fiora gonna get forced to get Set all in, and that's gonna be it. What just happened?
Back right in time for this.
Right in the action.
Yeah,
Let's go back to the game. They're gonna be looking for the all-in again, just to try and get some extra damage before they get sent back to the base. Seems like they're not gonna get enough of the damage, but well played from the Fiora.
I think
ult's coming out. The Set ult misses the Ornn ult. That could have been crucial. And then that Fiora goes straight down. She has no CC to peel for her. And he's trying to find the Set. Is Malachi going to be able to find the Set? Set just running away. He's not. The blind. Trying to find the Neferi, but gets ulted by the Set. The relationship buff coming in strong. Now Malachi left in the 1v2 situation. He finds the ult. Can he find the Neferi? He misses the second ult and he goes down. That's going to be game. We're trying to find the Set as well. Finds one, finds two! What the hell?
That was very
And
nice.
there you go. But the Briar finds him on one
There we
feeding.
go.
Galileo comes out, he gets caught by it.
And welcome back to our final game of the best of three. We had
Final game?
so many 2-0s. This is the first time I think in a while where it's not a 2-0.
No, yeah, 100%. We usually see a lot of swamps.
A lot, unfortunately.
Yeah, but no, game 3, which means Pip's prediction number 3.
Yay!
Woo!
Can actually show them this week.
Right, so let's see if I can get any more than 2 out of 4 right for Pip's
Alright.
prediction number 3.
Where are our Pip's predictions?
Let's see if we
There
can
they
get Pip's
are.
predictions. Here we go. Right, Jin and Corky
Okay.
versus another Vigar and Ali.
Oh, I don't know if this is a hot take. I just don't want to see Alistar. He's just so not fun
He's
to
boring,
watch.
but I feel like that's something that Steph would play.
I think it's something that Steph will play.
Yeah,
I think
and we saw, was it Cloud? No, not Clouder. We saw Alex on Vigar, right?
we saw Alex on Vigar.
Yeah. So I feel like when there's a Vigar there, I feel like you kind of gotta.
I think so too. I think Veigar is just one of those where he's just so good, especially in a very slim lane.
you get that E. It's like, ooh, the stun's just a bit too much. And also, I feel like with Corky, he's one of the most broken ARAM champions. He has his rapid fire bullets, which just take up the whole lane. His ult, which can just snipe you throughout the whole lane. His Q takes up the whole lane.
Yep.
He doesn't have a package, but I played him on ARAMs. Like, I got a Quadra with him on ARAMs recently with just his with his rapid fire. Just sat there walking towards them with it. They all just died. It was so funny.
Oh my god!
It was just broken because they're all fighting, and my whole thing was just lethality.
Yep.
So they just melted. It was so
Can't do
funny.
anything about
And then
it,
you put your Q and ult on top of it, and they were just So I
Complete
just
melt.
just ran them down really. So
I mean, I'd
And
love to see a Corky.
And I feel like you can't really not take Jin.
I think that George might take Jin. I don't know how much of Jin he plays, but he likes ADC. I think he might play Jin. Plus, you know, it means we just get to spend the whole time going 4 over and over.
4,
again.
and if he gets yeah, basically.
Yeah, the only one that I don't want to see, but I think you're correct about, is Ali.
Yeah, I think all of these are fun except Alistair.
He's
I
just
think-
boring.
Yeah, you know, he is just boring, but I feel like he's probably the most effective to win.
Yep. No, he absolutely is.
Yeah.
It's like forever ago when we were saying like Galio every game. We were seeing Ali. I
Yeah.
think we saw a couple Ali's because he got into the pool.
It's just that tank meta, you know, 100%. The tank
Yeah.
meta is just getting a little bit too out of control, and that's why Blackfire Torch Legendaries is the meta at the moment.
I do love Blackfire Leandries.
That's what they built. You know, it's my favorite build at the
Yeah.
moment, 100%.
I think especially if he's gonna pick Veigar like you think, I think going with an Ali is good to just protect him and
I'd like
peel.
to see how contrasting the builds are if he does go Vigo.
I think the only issue is that I do think if these were the comps, I think George and Alex would win purely because, you know, Cloudy's not very aggressive. And Steph playing an Ali would put kind of all the burden of damage onto Cloudy.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, I agree. But I feel like you could definitely get away with going like an AP Alistair in this tournament.
You
I
think
think
so?
Yeah, I think you could definitely do what he did with Diana.
Mm-hmm.
So go for like 2 AP tanky items, and then go for a Zonya's, and then go for like a Thornmail third or something. So 2 items which give you tank
Yep.
and AP. So it's like Zonya's and like a Rift Maker. Rift Maker would be really good on him, right?
I would like that purely just because I like seeing wacky, strange off meta builds.
Yeah.
I think it just makes the game a lot more fun.
So yeah, there you go. So I think this would. I think I get 2 right at least. I think I
Okay.
might get the Vigar right and the Jin right. I don't know about. I think
Mm.
I could get them all right.
You think you can get them all right?
I don't think he's gonna go cocky.
No?
I don't think so because
I
Conky's
want
just.
it.
I want it as well, but I just don't think it's he's not like a beloved champion. Oh my god!
He got 0
Oh my
correct,
God.
ladies and gents and non-binary vowels.
Oh my god!
That's a Kench Fiora,
We
and
might be cooked, chap.
an Evolution. Wow, that's the first time you've got 0 correct.
Oh my lord! Wow.
Wow.
Was I even looking at the right bloody thing? Jeez.
You were?
I
'Cause
know,
checked
yeah. You
once,
checked, yeah. That is not good. How could
Wow.
you not take the Vigar?
I don't know, but I do.
I don't. A Fiora Tom?
I'm gonna be honest. I kind of like it. I like a Fiora Tom because I think that they both have a lot of sustain. I think that they have good damage. I think it's hard to kill them, and then they can
Oh
just.
my god! Wait, I'm looking at that Fiora skin.
It's really nice,
my,
isn't it?
What is that?
I love it. Guys, don't hack for a sec. Look at that.
Oh my god, that is actually kind of crazy.
It looks really good.
I'm so disappointed in myself. I can't lie.
That you got 0.
0.
Yeah.
I'm so disappointed.
Ooh,
And
double
here
stun.
we go instantly. The Steph coming out with the echo damage. The Tom Kent's trying to get the disengage. He's not going to be enough. Going to find Fiora, and down goes Alex.
Yeah, that double stun was kind of crucial there because it just meant that they were just stuck getting hit.
Echo's definitely one of the better ARAM champions when it comes to junglers.
Yep, I think it will be I think it will probably come down to an Echo Fiora 1v1. I think that'll be probably what decides this here, just because I think that they have so much dive and gap close with Tahm Kench and Fiora that I just don't think Lucian's going to be able to do too much. He's just going to have to dash over and over again.
Good harass there.
Yeah, I think if I'm the Kench specifically, I'm not scared of that Lucian.
Yeah, no, you build Thornmail and he won't really do much.
Thornmail, just pop your shield up, stand in front of the Fiora. Easy.
How good is the Fiora going to be, though? We haven't seen much of it so far. Haven't seen any repulsed, is it? Repulsed?
Riposte?
Riposte?
I'm not sure. We hate the French here. So, I'm kidding.
Jesus.
I'm kidding, it's a joke.
I know.
It's a joke with English versus
know,
French
I know.
people. We hate each other.
But no, I'm pretty sure does she have a French skin, Fiora? I think
Well,
so.
she is French.
No, she's French, but I'm talking about, I think they're like a baguette one.
I'm not sure. I hope there is. It'd be funny if there
Yeah,
were.
yeah. I think there's like a baguette sword one.
Yeah, just chasing them down there. Oh, that's the
Oh,
Lucian
nice
arm.
snowball there from Steph. I think that's going to confirm the Tom. No, not quite.
No, that was the Lucian ult come out too. I don't think they did quite enough damage.
Capitalizing on that level 6 though, pretty well.
Definitely. But I guess the good thing about that is that Fiora's still got her ult.
Engage from Fiora there. It looks a little bit devious. Not going to be able to find it. The ult gets popped and gets get caught by the stun, leaving Tom in the 2v1. He's going to find the E onto Lucian. It's going to be enough. He's almost going to be able to find Steph, but he's not going to be able to find either of them.
I think that was a little bit silly. There. They got caught out by the double stun again. The waste of the
It's the Echo stuns are really strong, and they're really good coming out of Steph as well.
Yeah.
Look at that turret damage as well. They seem like they're going to be trying. He's just surely got to flash it. Oh, they have done it again.
Yeah. I think you're happy if you're Kench and Fiora there.
Yeah, because now you're just gonna reply with some turret damage, right? Surely.
I'm not sure if they can get there fast enough. I don't think they do enough damage.
Oh no, there is another wave coming through the turret as
Yeah.
well. I just clocked that.
So I don't know. I think that maybe the synergy with the melees there just isn't quite on par yet. Maybe that the Kench and the Fiora are going to get better as they play.
Echo and Lucian and synergy is pretty strong. I think you have the stun from Echo, which then can guarantee a Lucian ult.
Yep.
Which is really strong.
I think they just need to work on avoiding those stuns a bit more, because I think they're getting caught out in ways that they probably shouldn't.
We see them splitting up a little bit more, which is good.
Yes, it is.
So yeah, as you see, he can only stun one of them at a time there, where Fiora was the only one that was in his AoE.
Yep.
So that's good. Strong.
Yep. They're slowly adapting here. Yeah, I do like Steph on the melee engages that are also damage carries, because that is definitely where he shines. Yeah, that's a George specialty.
Yeah, we were doing it in ARAMs today, me and George.
Yeah, George loves to just stand there and like
Dancing.
control 3 and stuff. Yep, it's just again very slow and safe.
Yeah, not much aggression coming from either or.
Yeah, I think everyone's just looking for engage, but no one can get in there. Guess they're looking for a really good Tom Kench W.
I think we might be waiting on an Echo W. They might be trying to find the
Maybe.
Echo W, and that's where they go in, but it doesn't seem like very defensive still, both teams. Here we go. Some aggression coming out of Alex. Is not seems to be enough, but the really nice synergy there. The ult coming out of Fiora, trying to find the stacks, gets saved by the Tom Kench, but is he going to be enough? Nice shield coming out. Very, very scrappy, but both teams coming out with half HP, roughly.
Yep, I think they just don't do enough damage yet. I think Echo and Lucian being an item up on them is just really coming in clutch. Trying to get a kill down here. Managed to take the turret.
There, Steph and Cloudy trying to run for their lives away from the Tom Kenches, and they are going to get away.
Ooh, yep, that
Damn.
mobility on the Echo and the Lucian just means that
it
Kench can't hit it.
Must be frustrating for George and Alex here, for sure.
Fortunately, it is not a rainbow skin diff,
Unfortunate.
which is sad to see. We love our rainbow skins. Nope, no follow through. I wish it was like an informal rule where if you hit a snowball, you have to follow up on it.
That'd be such a great rule. And here they're trying to take out Steph. They seem like they just about going to take him out. Fiora again dropped down really low because of it, but it might seem to like give him a chance to take some turret damage now.
Yep. I do like having an exhaust.
Hold on, Heart Steal on Echo?
Yeah, he's had that heart steal.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, what?
I think it's not too bad. I think they're just playing a bit tankier. That was a bit silly. I'm not sure what they're doing. Maybe... Can she afford an item? Yes, she can. Okay.
Wow, Steph is really tanky.
Yeah.
He does love to build like tank on not tanks, doesn't he?
Yeah. I was like, the Kench is just gonna get burst down. Yeah.
Damn. Clean coming from Steph.
Very clean, very confident, which I think is very important. Yeah, I think maybe just George isn't in on his favoured champions.
With Cloudy there going down. Down to Alex.
I do think that Fiora is going to start to get a bit scarier now. She's got a what is that? An item and a half in her. Going for a.
Hydra?
Yeah, what's it called? It's not Titanic Hydra.
Oh, Ravenous
it's
Hydra, sorry.
Ravenous, thank you. I always get them mixed up for some reason, even though they are very clearly different.
Yeah, one gives you loads of life steal, one gives you an extra an extra active AoE.
Yep.
The AoEs are both different as well, I think, with the damage. But no, both teams playing really defensive again. I think Steph's definitely the MVP of
I agree.
this series.
Yeah, I think maybe his last best of 3 maybe didn't show up quite so much. We think it was like a mental thing of going against his lecturers.
He did edge them out.
He did.
Just about.
He did. I think that he's definitely coming into this with a clearer mind. Bit less stressed, maybe.
Surely they got to focus that Fiora, right?
I think so, but he did miss that stun, so they could capitalize on Echo not having stun up.
Oh, his E does proc the heart steal there, and here the fight goes down. Steph's going to be popping his ult. Alex gets down to 1 HP, gets saved by George, just about.
Ooh.
Really well played.
I think that they could have won that if they were both focusing on the same target. I think there was some confusion there where they were hitting different people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think maybe that's just because I think I don't know how much George plays Kench. I don't think he plays him much. I think maybe in ARAM it's different, but I know that it's not a champion that he would consider a go-to.
Mm-hmm.
So I think maybe just some discomfort there. But Lucian is very ahead in items too. And there goes the double stun
Yeah,
again.
the big ult coming in. The big stun from Echo. The Lucian ult coming in onto the Tahm Kench. He's going to be so kind of pull the damage. Echo finds the ult now, going one apiece, but I don't think Steph's going to be able to take out the Tahm Kench. He's trying to follow up. Echo trying to find anything he can. Don't think he's going to have enough damage to even take out the Tahm Kench here.
No, I think there's too much mobility in the Echo there too for Kench to get the close down. I think that was decently played. I think everyone's playing a little bit messy, but that's honestly not too bad because honestly, the messier games are the more entertaining ones to watch.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yep, that is that Ravenous Hydra out from Fiora now too. Interesting.
Oh, here we go. Now Cloudy's going to get jumped on by 2 of them at the same time. It seems like that might be the first turret for George and Alex.
I think so. I think maybe the idea there was just for Echo to troll so he can just get items.
Ooh, they have a good opportunity to get some decent turret damage now, especially with Tahm Kench's HP. They can just let him tank it.
Yeah, Fiora does just destroy towers.
Especially with Iceborne.
Yep, absolutely. They might be able to get the second one down if they just don't troll it too much.
Yeah, I don't think Echo can actually kill them.
No, Echo's walking too. He thinks he can take it.
I think inhib as well. I honestly think they might even get greedy and go for the inhib. Wouldn't shock me. I would.
Oh.
Oh my god, yes. Yes, this is exactly what we want to see. This is fighting at their base, basically. And we have Fiora trying to find some damage. Going to go for the inhib of all things. They are inting for the inhib. I respect it.
I don't think they're going to get it.
Are they not going to get it? Oh, they
Just
are going to
gonna-
get it. Oh, nice. Really well played from
Well-
George and Alex there.
And a Heartsteel proc.
Well played.
Yeah, that I think that was worth.
2 turrets and an inhib
And
for your
a
deaths.
lot of damage. Yeah, I think that's worth.
Just going to point out the farm difference on the Lucian. Wow.
Yeah, the Lucian has been farming up
That's
a
like
lot.
that's like five kills worth of farm.
Yep, that is what Cloudy has definitely been excelling at the past few games. Is definitely just getting a CS lead. Yep, now just backing off, playing it safe, which I think is smart.
Lich Bane coming out from Echo, which is quite a good pick. I sometimes prefer Hex Tech Proto Belt just because you get an extra dash to close the gap with your W.
Yeah.
So they don't expect it sometimes.
I think when they're against Fiora Kench, I'm not too sure if it's completely necessary just because they're all melee. They're all going to be in close range anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
But I do agree that it's a good item. Again, Dash is coming out.
Yeah, they're trying to get aggressive, but I don't think they have enough firepower or minion wave to even do anything. I think it's just going to leave them out of position. But here they're trying to take the fight. The Lucian ult gets W'd. Tom Kenchkin trying to block. Oh, the
Ooh.
Fiora flashes in. It's not going to be enough damage. And Echo trying to find the damage onto the Fiora. It's not going to be enough. Tom Kench finds the stun. They really want to end this game. This is getting close. And here he gets onto the Fiora. It's not going to be enough damage. He grabs the Echo. He needs this Echo dead, but he has got ult and he's going to live.
That was close. That was good. Everyone should have died there, I feel, apart from the
Everyone
Kench.
should- Yeah.
That Kench is very, very tanky.
Yeah, he has got Heartsteel stacks. He's got Unending Despair. Sorry. He's not going to be dying anytime soon. I'm pretty sure he's just going to take Steph out here.
Ooh.
Really nice flash from Steph. It's not going to be enough. It is going to be enough. He's just going to be able to get out with his life. But this is bad because, you know, you have got Fiora back now. Then maybe not be on the full HP, but they can one-shot Steph easily with 1 Q and then just take out Cloudy. This could be the end of the game. And here Fiora's going to be coming in to close the gap. He's not going to be able to find anything.
Oh,
He gets
stun.
stunned by the Echo. Echo needs to find, but it doesn't. And
Ooh.
that's going to be it, right? Surely. That's it.
I
We
think
have
so.
the winners of the winners
wave.
bracket.
Yep, they're going to take it.
Wow. Winners of the winners bracket, George and Alex. Really
Yeah.
well played. Really well played. Wow.
That means that these are our first 2 players in the final.
So Steph, the MVP, gets dropped to losers.
Damn, that is, wow, a little bit disappointing, I think. But I think at the end of the day,
What can you do? You
best
know?
players win.
Wow, fair play. What a really good game. I'm sure
Yeah.
you all enjoyed those 3 games, 100%.
Yeah, I think they're a little bit messy, but I think in a not a super terrible way. I think just lots of little small mistakes.
Yeah,
Which,
100%.
know,
I
happens.
think we should probably get some player interviews.
I think we should too.
Go interview the winners.
I think we'll be back in a few minutes with George and Alex.
Right, see you guys in a minute.
And this is going to go down, backs up, it goes. Oh, he doesn't go down, he gets... They can't physically lock him down. He's getting up so much DPS with his toxic. They can't lock him down. Is he going to go down or is Aiden going to be able to CC and peel for him?
Wow.
They're going to peel for him. Malachi getting out of
Oh
that
my
one with a
God.
double kill.
That's basically
He's going to be in this fight for a long time. He's going to try and find the Galio. Walking to the steals the healing and he takes him down.
yes. That was really, really well played.
He
Yeah.
goes straight for the dive. They really don't care. Malachi's gone way too far. He finds the Galio and he tries to find the poke onto the brace.
They want to
Fun
fight.
Oh, there's one hit on the
on.
inhibitor. Wait, the Winions! The Winions! George seems like he's going to go down, but the Minions are ending the game, guys!
Inhibitor.
They're ending the game. The game is
Yeah!
over! It's 2-0!
Oh, GG's, guys. Yep, GG's.
Gets the exhaust, pops the barrier, finds the heal. He finds the snowball, but he finds the first blood now. Entity needs to heal in the bush. He goes down to the Twitch poison now. It's a 1v1. There's no flash. There's the ult. coming in from the Seraphine. It's huge, and the ult from Pike, and now it's straight onto the Talia. Can they do anything? And he ults the Talia as well. Double kill coming from Entity.
No.
Finds the cube. Ella flashes in. They're not going to be able to find it. He finds the ult, and then Will, living on 1 HP, gets caught by the Talia. That's really good, though. They misses the Q. Will's on his own. Seraphine's not in. She needs to ult. She needs to ult this fight. She ults the fight. Is she going to be able to find one? She's not going to be able to find one. She finds one. She
There
finds
we
one,
go.
and she goes down.
That's-
That's
no,
a
that's
turret
what-
and
Ooh.
dies.
Yeah, I think he thought he could get away there.
And the Talia ult coming in straight onto the Seraphine, knocks the Seraphine up. Well played by Galaxy there.
That was very nice.
Whoa, Pike getting super aggressive onto the Twitch, finds him out, he gets him under the turret, stuns him, he forces the barrier, finds one. Now, is he going to get greedy? Is he going to try and fight Charlie? I think he is. Yep, I told you, I know this guy. And he has his ult up, and he uses it.
That was really nicely played, actually. That was really, really nice.
Seems
Ooh.
like we have... Oh, the engage from Steph. He finds the snowball, finds the E, finds the
There we
ult.
go.
And that's Xerath out the game.
That's
Especially
very
with
true.
just Wukong. And, oh, he finds
Very nice.
finds him with the flash and gonna be getting in desperate here, trying to find something. Nick gets the heal and Cammy finding one. But Evelyn, they
Evelyn.
haven't spotted her. They exhaust, the
Ooh.
engage. This might be it.
It's over.
Finds the Jinx instantly, not with no doubt.
Ooh.
Oh,
an
but
engage?
Wukong coming engaging, but then back on top, not going to be able to find much. Nick going down and going to be enough. They're going to find the turret, finds the root. Is this going to be the kill on Cammy? It seems like it's over, and it is.
They
Here
will
we go.
be-
We're going to get the stun going, and the E, and there it is.
Excellent.
There's the combo.
There's the all-in we were talking about.
Chance. They're just going to target Link with a waste
Beautiful.
of the ult. Cammy trying to get away. He has no turret. He has no flash. He gets E flashed, stunned, and there he goes down. Clean. Execute. Yes,
That's
we
one.
are.
We're gonna get two.
Oh! But the ult coming up from
Ooh.
Xerath, he finds two, and that's the
Very
first
nice.
blood coming from Cammy. Very even right now. Health's about the same, but there's a big engage from Steph. He's
Ooh.
gonna get stunned, and Volibear ulted, cancels the Misfortune now. And Misfortune gets taken down, and Wukong with the first blood. He finds the kill. Now, can he find Set
Wait,
as
the
well?
double?
He finds the E, gets the ult in the middle of the fight. Can he still? He stop it! Oh my lord!
That was a beautiful W.
Fight straight away, the Ornn ult, the Set W, Set taking down Ornn, and Fiora gonna get forced to get Set all in, and that's gonna be it. What
There
just
we go.
happened?
Back right in time for this.
Right in the action.
Yeah,
Let's
it's
go back to the game. They're gonna be looking for the all-in again, just to try and get some extra damage before they get sent back to the base. Seems like they're not gonna get enough of the damage, but well played from
Yep.
the Fiora.
I think it,
Ult's coming out. The Set ult misses the Ornn ult. That could have been crucial. And then this Fiora goes straight down. She has no CC to peel for her. And he's trying to find the Set. Is Malachi going to be able to find the Set? Set just running away. He's not.
ooh,
The blind. Trying to find the Neferi, but gets ulted by the Set. The relationship buff coming in strong. Now Malachi left in the 1v2 situation. He finds the ult. Can he find the Neferi? He misses the second ult and he goes down. That's
Wow.
going to be game. Trying to find the Set as well. Oh, finds one, finds two! What the hell?
that was very
And
nice.
there you go. This is but the Briar finds him on one
There
HP.
we
The
go.
Galileo comes out. He gets caught by it. And it's going to go down. Backs up it goes. Oh, he doesn't go down. He gets. They can't physically lock him down. He's getting up so much DPS with his toxic. They can't lock him down. Is he going to go down, or is Aiden going to be able to CC and peel for him?
Wow.
They're going to peel for him. Malachi getting out of
Oh
that
my
one with a
God.
double kill.
That spacing
He's going to be in this fight for a long time. He's going to try and find the Galio. Walking to the steals the healing, and he takes him down.
Yes. That was really, really well played.
They
Yeah.
go straight for the dive. They really don't.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Right. So we are joined with Alex and George. So guys,
Hello.
give us a little rundown. How do you think your game went?
It went really well. Yeah, absolutely slayed.
Yeah, I agree. It was really
Ignore
good.
game one. Game one didn't happen.
It didn't happen. Don't worry, we didn't see it.
What are you talking about?
No,
we won all our games.
I think
Yeah.
it was really good. I think it was competitive, 100%. Really enjoyable to watch. Any moments that you think you guys particularly enjoyed?
Definitely absolutely steamrolling them at the end of the last game, where they made like that one mistake and we just took tower after tower and then just snowballed from there.
Yeah, no, that was really good, 100%. Yeah, I got the prediction on the third game completely wrong.
Yep, he did
Yes.
predict his
Yeah.
champions, and none of them were correct.
So yeah, no, that was a bit disappointing. But other than that, no, you guys played absolutely amazing. Anything else you want to say?
Thank you for letting us play in the tournament. Honestly, it's been so much fun.
Oh, I'm glad.
Well, this does mean that you are our first two players who are going straight to the final too.
We
So-
will see you
Yippee.
guys in the championship.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Yeah, I think
We
from
will.
the very beginning, Alex, I think you were saying how easy it would be for you to get to finals, and now you're in
I
it.
I've been
Yeah.
saying this since game one,
Yeah.
week one, that we would get to the championships, and here we are. And I just want to say that the win streak will continue, and
Yeah.
we will
Yes.
be getting the win. Yeah.
One thing I do have to pick a bone about between you two is the poros. You didn't feed them.
You didn't feed the poros. You
On
s-
game one,
I was
did.
feeding the porn.
No,
I was-
no, you can't. We
was.
have it
Yes,
on
I
live. We
was.
have it on
No.
live. They were sat
No,
there. They
no,
were
no.
chasing you around the map.
specifically game 2, we were watching them chase you around, and we kept going, "Oh, look at the
They're
poros."
not feeding them. Why? To the point where
No.
we're tempted to make a prize for whoever
We
feeds the
are.
most poros in the
Yeah.
tournament. Maybe.
So feed the poros in the finale. Maybe we'll get something. Who
We will,
knows?
we will.
Okay.
We
I
okay.
had
will.
to walk in
Expect a
after the
prize.
first game. I had to walk
lock in
in
for
before
free.
the Foros, yeah, I did.
But no, you
Yeah.
definitely you beat the MVP. So you guys should
Yep.
be proud of yourself 100%.
Well done.
Hell yeah.
Any last things you want to say before?
Put our names on the trophy
I
already.
was gonna
It's
say, yeah,
ours,
put the
it's
names on there.
ours.
Well, thank you guys for playing. It'll be really nice to see you in a couple weeks in the finale.
Yes, thank you very much. We will see you then.
All right, thank
Right.
you.
See you guys later.
Take
Bye.
it
Alright.
easy. Bye, guys.
Bye bye.
And then that'll be it for our stream today too.
That will be it.
That's it. There's
Thanks.
a very, very nice game today. That we got our finalists now, at least 2 of the players, and then I think it'll be between Steph and Cloudy. It'll be R2K and Jammed, or it'll be Wong and Evan who are in the final with them.
Well, if you want to find them matches, stay tuned for this time next week.
Yep.
But that is everything, I'm very sure.
Yeah, it is. So thank you very much for coming.
Hopefully,
and
I can get some better predictions next week.
some better predictions where you don't go 0 for 4 in one of the games.
Sorry, we're gonna skip that. And on that bombshell, I
Thank
think
you,
that will
everyone.
be the end of the stream. Thank you everyone for joining. It's been amazing. Hopefully, see you this time next week.
Goodbye.